Game in the 9 o'clock position, guys. We have our red Protoss player from Fnatic +2. He is, of course, on Team Alternate. It's ShoWTimE. And in the lower right side of the map, our blue Zerg player from Invasion eSport. It is DongRaeGu. Alright, so I need a co-caster, maybe, but again, this is the one thing that I'm very, very selfish with as DRG goes for a 9 pool here. I just genuinely love solo casting, and I really enjoy solo casting so much more than I like co-casting. And you know, out of all of the admin stuff and stuff I do for the leagues and all of that, I feel it's really important to just keep the one bit that's really, really fun for me stable. So that is solo casting. So I know it would probably increase your viewing experience and make it better if I had a co-caster, but I'm selfish. Long story short. Alright, so DRG is going for this 9 pool. ShoWTimE scouts him straight away though, and that's so unfortunate here on Catalina as well. I mean, I guess it's kind of a 50-50 chance if your opponent does decide to scout that he'll see you first. This drone here across the map having a little bit of a war for probe, as that probe is going to put down that forge on the low ground here. So he was going for some kind of forge expand, but didn't go Nexus first because he did scout, and because of this seeing the 9 pool, he does go for that forge first now. So just probably 6 lings, and well, it is 6 lings because he goes into a drone behind this as well, and yeah, just 6 lings to try and do whatever they can, which is probably not going to be very much because we're already going to see a cannon on the way here. He's going to be able to add a gateway as well. And there we go, and he's going to be able to block off with a probe, so probably not going to get too much done here. I mean, I don't think DRG is expecting to do much either. He's got these couple of lings actually chasing a probe, and he has just gone into drones behind this, so he's going to add on his hatchery here with this drone which was across the map, and yeah, he's going to come up this ramp. He's not going to find a way in. Again, this cannon will finish before this gateway goes down. And this is a nice little advantage at the start here from ShoWTimE. I mean, DRG, you know, it's not terrible for him. You know, he's forced a forge and a gateway and a cannon, all to come up before the Nexus of the Protoss player, which is really nice. So both players' expansions are delayed. ShoWTimE will take a little bit of a worker lead here as DRG actually tries to get this worker. He will get a worker kill, and loses another couple of lings for it though, so down to only 2 Zerglings now. Got to question how worthwhile that really was. I mean, he's still got 2 lings, so he's still going to keep moving around the map, and he should try and hunt down this probe now, I imagine, with those 2 Zerglings, you know, assert his map control with these. As we're just going to probably stop watching this probe move backwards and forwards to make me a little bit dizzy. So, yeah, these couple of lings just moving around. They're not actually really probe hunting right now, so this probe just sitting out at third base, kind of watching, waiting to see when DRG is going to take that. First queen pops out, throws that inject down, and yeah, just a drone going to come down to the natural here. So Nexus halfway done for our Protoss player. ShoWTimE is just going to be pretty much set up and in a good spot here for the rest of the game, and it's going to be him who basically decides how the rest of the game is going to look. You know, what kind of tech is he going to go for? Is he going to tech? Is he just going to add on a bunch of gateways and all in? You know, is he going to go 2 base? Is he going to just expand up to a 3rd base? You know, with a standard kind of +2 blink kind of play. It's all basically up to him how the rest of this game goes right now. For now, he's just chrono boosting out probes, so getting that worker count up. Cybernex core about to finish, so fairly soon we're going to see the mothership core and stuff come in, and after that we should see the tech choices begin to be made. A couple of links just still here out on the map again. Surprised they're not hunting probes or checking in case pylons out on the map or anything. DLG just droning up himself right now. He's about to find this probe with this drone moving across here, and ShoWTimE, he sees it, and this probe will just be able to block in time, and this drone just going to play tag with this probe. But the probe doesn't want to play back, man. He's like, tag, you're it. And the probe's like, nope. And the drone's like, come on, man, I want to play. This probe probably going to go down. Ooh, he goes the other way, which is probably a better idea. Comes back though, and now these Zerglings will find that probe and will begin to chase it around the Gas Geyser. Probe is regenerating some health here. We'll actually make his way over to the other base. So DRG actually just going to take this third instead, which is, I guess it's kind of 50-50. With this base over here. I mean, they're both... I think this one's a little bit closer to the Protoss, and it's a little bit easier to just kind of push down this left-hand side. In fact, it is much easier for the pros to push it. You can roll straight down this left-hand side with a choke, kind of, it's basically a choke all the way. Stargate has an Oracle halfway made here, so that was the tech choice from ShoWTimE. So yeah, Oracle going to be on the way. There's actually already 3 queens out in the front, and he's got another queen coming up in the main and naturals. So he's going up to 5 queens in total. So this Oracle play shouldn't really achieve all too much here, as it is going to come down the left-hand side of the map. And our Overlord on the way into the main is maybe just about to see this Stargate. No, okay, just sees it right on the edge of his vision. So he sees that Stargate, and he'll know that some kind of Oracle play or Phoenix play potentially is going to be on the way. He'll find out it's an Oracle right now. And 3 queens are very nearby, and these drones probably don't want to stick around and actually fight that Oracle there, as it's going to come in towards the natural now. But another queen here waiting, and this Oracle will be turned away. Actually has to come out round the back of the third base. He's going to take a couple more shots there. Has to wait until his shields regen. Only down to only 7 hit points, and he got 3 worker kills, which is alright. He takes the Nexus behind this, but the problem with this is, I mean, it's actually not going to be a problem in this game, because DongRaeGu doesn't have speed, and he's not making Zerglings to try and deny the space. So generally, the Oracle would be a pretty big factor in kind of defending this third base from a big swell of Zerglings. But because it's trapped, that could have caused him a lot of issues. Again, though, it's not really such a big issue here because there isn't any Zerglings on the way. Zergling speed is only about 30-40 seconds in, and there's going to be at least a minute more before that's ready to go. And the Oracle does find its way out down that bottom side now as well. A couple of Evolution Chambers on the way for DongRaeGu. Interested to see whether he goes missile or melee upgrades. And this Oracle coming up the left side. See what it is able to see here as it comes up. Well, not too much because there's nothing actually out on the map. Creep spread coming out from DongRaeGu as well. He's going to start spreading this. He's spreading it up the left hand side as well. That will delay the Protoss from being able to push forward quite as easily when he does decide to push. And a few Zerglings are now out, and they will start heading towards that third base, but not really in a high enough number to do anything too significant. There's plenty of sentries here, and +2 blink on the way from ShoWTimE. As I actually see a revelation used in the main base, which is interesting. I guess it kind of reveals, I guess it kind of stops DongRaeGu from making any more tech in his main base, or kind of, with a drone, maybe. He's going to build the Spire. And, I mean, ShoWTimE sees it because of the revelation, so... yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of waiting to check, and DongRaeGu went and showed it to us, like, you can see the Spire, because there's a queen right next to it, so... Questionable here, as he also makes an infestation pitch, so I don't know if he's just doing this as a bit of a mind game, actually, to kind of maybe trick his opponent, trick ShoWTimE into thinking, hey, let's prepare for Mutalisks, and instead we're going to have some Swarm Hosts on the way. A Void Ray being made right now, which is interesting. He's going to send that down towards the, okay, just go Overlord hunting with this. Overlord can try retreat, but it won't be able to outrun the Void Ray. As Rotron is also on the way right now. A bunch of extra Great Rays being added on, that's going to take us to 10 in total, and looks as though already ShoWTimE moving down this left-hand side of the map. He's going to try and get some damage done, but a huge counter-attack coming in from our Zerg player. DongRaeGu going to run towards this natural, and he will force our Protoss to turn around here. He's going to run into the Protoss player, though, and you will see these units might try and force a couple of force fields. Force fields come down and actually trap those Zerglings, and that's a huge donut of force fields, and it will trap a lot of these lings, and that is free damage here for ShoWTimE. Costs him a little bit of energy on the sentries, but that is it. And a big amount of Zerglings going down there. So DongRaeGu getting a little bit caught. 7 Swarm Hosts on the way. If he can get these Swarm Hosts out in time, that's going to be great. And he has bought himself, of course, a little bit of time already, as an Envision will come to allow him to clean up some creep. But ShoWTimE is still just kind of being a little bit tentative about moving forwards here. As them Swarm Hosts are going to be popping out very, very soon. So, again, if you can get those out, it's going to be great. If not, you might be in a little bit of trouble here. 20 more Zerglings being made. These Zerglings are going to try and come in from behind. They're going to be able to shut down a couple of these pylons. You might actually just, are they going to come in and run into this army? No, I don't think they should. Okay, they're going to get the probe. They're going to get the pylons. In fact, if they get both pylons... Okay, he's not going to get this other one. Stalker's already being warped in here. As these Swarm Hosts, they do burrow. Again, Envision is on the Oracle, so he has detection. These Locusts not really able to get far enough forward to do too much. A lot of Queens here trying to help out in the defense. As these Swarm Hosts reburrow, waiting for the next wave of Locusts here, as there's a lot of Protoss knocking on his front door. 14 more Lings in the production tab, and again, reinforcements a little bit far away here, after that probe did get picked off, as Stalkers begin to fall to these Locusts. These Swarm Hosts starting to get a bit of their job, a bit of damage done. Again, just needs to be careful. These Swarm Hosts might be about to go down, though, because of the detection on the Oracle here. Some more Zerglings popping out, with some Roaches on the way as well, as next wave of Locusts comes in, and this should maybe be enough now to actually just push this back. Time Warp being used in combination with some Forces, just push this back a little bit longer. More Roaches, more Lings again. As Enduring Locust finishes up, I don't think that's really the issue here. It's more a fact of the it's more that the Locusts are dying because the army's actually just killing them off. Lings and Roach is going to actually join in for the fight this time, as he's out of force field. So I mean, this is going to be the best engagement so far from DRG. But does he have enough? As ShoWTimE is just continuing to kind of sit on this third base. Drones are continuing to fall. And another round of Stalkers comes in here, and the next wave of Locusts again. There just doesn't seem to be enough firepower on these Locusts, and you will force this back one more time, but only for a little bit. Nice blink micro as well from ShoWTimE here, as these Roaches and Lings are going to start streaming through. 32 Lings are about to pop out of production, and that is a big swell of Zerglings. But I think they need to, they need to fight with the Locusts. They can't just, come in here a couple at a time like they're doing right now. This is what they need to do. They need to go come in here at the same time, as Queen goes down just before it grabs that Oracle kill. The Void Ray to this right-hand side does get taken down. The Stalkers are beginning to fall. DRG with another big wave of Zerglings, but a big blink forward picks off a couple of these Queens, as these Swarmers are going to be in trouble here down to the right side. Only a couple of Locusts be able to deal with this, as more Lings keep on streaming out. So DRG is just trying to hold on here, but another big warping of units comes across the map from our pros player, and ShoWTimE will keep pressing forwards. He's going to be able to take down an Overlord and Overseer as well. A couple more, the Swarmers spawn another wave of Locusts, but again, there's just not high enough number of these Locusts here at all. And these Swarmers continue to fall. DRG is defeated, and ShoWTimE